Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Ban Tien, last name spelled Tien, Assistant Chief for the Houston Police Department. Behind me, I have Commander Spears with the Homicide Division. He's the commander over the Homicide Division. And also to my right, I have one of the primary officers on scene, Officer Santana, who was one of the few officers that first got here to control the scene. But what we have is a shooting involving a off-duty Harris County deputy and another male. The deal is, the good news is they both are in stable but yet critical condition at Ben Top. What we have is at approximately 5:53 this morning, officer got dispatched to a shooting in progress. Shortly after their arrival, they found two males shot. Of course, one of the males being the off-duty Harris County deputy, right? But this is extremely fortunate. The simple fact that our officers arrived on scene, was able to quickly apply what we call a chest seal to one of the males. And on top of that, the fire station is just 2 blocks down the street. So our HFD partners was able to quickly respond and arrive and provide some life safety measures. Subsequently, both were transported to the hospital, as I mentioned earlier, in critical but stable condition. So what we gathered so far, and I do want to emphasize, this is a preliminary investigation. Of course, things can change, right? What we have is an off-duty deputy was here at the 5600 block of Schumacher. For those that's not around this part of town, Schumacher is in the vicinity of Chimney Rock and 59, which is our Southwest Freeway. So our off-duty deputy was here at this street with another female, and they were conversing. Shortly thereafter, another male drove up to the off-duty deputy and a female and got out of his vehicle and confronted that female and the off-duty deputy. And they began to exchange words. After a short argument, it escalated into a shooting. And there's going to be a lot of questions that you may ask me. I don't have the answer to at this time. As you can imagine, the off-duty deputy and the male were both shot, and the female was uninjured, but I can only imagine she is shaken up right now. So the information we're able to get is kind of limited. But nevertheless, I'm confident there's a lot of surveillance cameras out here that we will canvass to search. And on top of that, as the scene starts to settle a little more, we'll gather those statements from the females. And perhaps, as I mentioned earlier, both males, the male and the off-duty deputy, are in stable condition. We'll try to get the statement shortly. So with that said, as a reminder for everyone, we often don't like to come to these scenes, but this is the best outcome we can get because our officer can quickly respond to it and provide some life-saving measure, in addition to the fact that our fire department partners was just down the road, and they were able to quickly get here to basically apply those life-saving measures to the male and the off-duty deputy. Our detectives from the Special Investigation Unit is out here investigating. On top of that, our crime scene unit is out here processing the scene because this is a off-duty Harris County deputy involved shooting. The Harris County Sheriff's Office will also be running a concurrent investigation. At this time, I will open up for any questions.
So do we know if this was related to an altercation at Liquid Lounge close by, or?
So, well, thanks for asking the question. I don't know yet. As you know, I just got here, and this is all still extremely preliminary. As I mentioned, the female who is involved, she is not injured, but she's pretty shaken up right now, right? And we will have, that's going to be part of the investigation.
Did the three people know each other, and do we know what the argument was over, the confrontation?
So based on what we know so far, now I don't want to over-assume and make a lot of, to be over-speculate, right? But it is believed that they do know each other.
So the off-duty officer, so he was not working or providing any security at the time he was, just out on his own time?
That is correct. He was off duty, out his own time, not in uniform and not working any extra employment, if that's your question.
And was he and the woman, do you know if they all were at the club? I mean, do you know where they were before this happened?
So that would be part of the investigation, as I mentioned earlier. We just don't have the information at this time.
Just to be clear, that the male and the off-duty deputy that was shot, they shot each other?
So that is correct, right? I believe that started with an argument and ended up like exchanging gunfire, right? So who started, we don't know at this time, but that would be part of the investigation.
And the
two vehicles we see in the middle of the street, those are the vehicles?
That is correct. So all the vehicles you see behind me, the two white vehicles, that's part of the vehicles, correct, right? So now, if you're going to ask for names and stuff like that, you know, as you know, it's Saturday morning, the day after a major holiday. We're still making all the notification, right? So we don't have all the information right now. But I will say this. The male, you know, that is transported, the male that's transported, he is in his early 20s. The deputy, and he's in his early 30s.
And the female?
The female's also in her early 20s.
Did y'all find guns on the scene?
Yes, so a firearm is recovered at the scene.
Just one or two?
I think at this point right now, it's of course it's two firearm, right? One belonged to the off-duty deputy. Safe assumption the other one belonged to the other male, correct? And there are multiple, you know, shots fired. How many? We don't know at this time. We're still in the process of processing the scene.
So we don't know how many times each one of them.
Yeah, but all we know is it is multiple. But those gunshot wounds that both sustained could potentially be fatal. Have the first responder not gotten here with such a quick response, you know, the outcome may be extremely, you know, different, right?
Do we know if they were fighting over this young woman?
Now you're asking me to speculate. Now I don't know yet, right? At some point, that'll be part of the investigation.
Now, were they in the vehicle, each vehicle, or was this like...
Separate vehicles, right? A deputy and female in the vehicle, conversing, male pull up, confronting them, got into a verbal altercation, escalated, resulting in a shooting.
All through the cars or outside of the car?
Well, at some point it got out and they started arguing, right? So yeah.
Was
So-
the off-duty deputy and the woman inside the Porsche?
I believe they were actually inside a third vehicle that was down the road,
Oh, okay.
like adjacent to it. Yeah. Yeah. You look behind me, all three vehicles. It's laid out. It is what it is.
Okay.
Oh, so they're the VW, the black VW.
Correct. So yeah, that's part of the investigation. Correct.
So then, was the Porsche involved in this at all, or no?
So what we believe, as I mentioned earlier, this is like preliminary, right? What we believe is off-duty deputy, female met up, begin conversing, male pull up, confronted them, and led to argument. So all three vehicles are involved.
Okay, so the Porsche is the woman's vehicle.
The Porsche is an off-duty deputy's vehicle.
Okay. So then the woman was in which car?
The Volkswagen.
Okay. And then the Audi is the other.
That is correct.
Second manual. Okay.
Correct. But hey guys, I ask for a favor. Please don't zoom in those plates yet or advertise those because we're still in the notification process.
Any other questions, guys? Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you.